year marks 50 years since the end of the Vietnam War. Many returning soldiers were criticized rather than celebrated for their service. But a special display is working to change that. KRON 4's Rob Nesbitt visited the exhibit during its weekend stop last month at American Canyon.
Come in twice a day, morning and before I go to sleep.
For 4 days, the wall that heals called Independence Park and American Canyon home. Just one of 31 stops the traveling Vietnam War Memorial will make this year, displaying the names of every single soldier who died fighting in the war.
58,281, that's a lot.
The wall set up across the street from Nonito Supersticioso's home. The Vietnam veteran was thrilled to find out the wall that replicates the memorial in Washington, D.C. was coming to his city.
So excited. This is like a dream come true to me. Being a Vietnam vet, I wanted to go see the one in Washington, D.C., but I never had the chance. And when I heard it was coming, I said, man, it's going to be in my front yard. So yeah, I was very excited.
The city applied to host the wall a year ago, and Mayor Pierre Washington started the planning right away once American Canyon was picked as a host city.
We have such a huge veteran presence here. And when I heard about the opportunity to bring this wall here, I jumped on it the first chance I had.
A politician, but also a veteran who served in the Navy for 22 years as a flight deck handler. It's why he makes frequent stops at the wall, meeting other veterans and thanking them for their service.
It's something that's near and dear to my heart, and it gives a sense of closure to a lot of veterans that we have in American Canyon.
All right. Now I want you guys to count how many names.
There are older visitors who remember the Vietnam War that ended in 1975 after 20 years.
You guys are the East panels.
But a big part of Tim Tetz's job as a site manager for the Wall That Heals is teaching younger generations about the war.
Stories that we hear from, the sad stories, the happy stories, really bring to life each and every one of those names. The beauty of the memorial is by having those names and their stories will live on for generations. That's why it's at this 125-degree angle.
Tim starts every tour at the Mobile Education Center, a traveling museum with memorabilia and artifacts.
Women, absolutely.
Before moving on to the wall that teaches visitors about just how many members of the military lost their lives. Another important history lesson is how those who survived returned home to protests and backlash.
Never before had we, treated veterans like we did for Vietnam, and we flipped it back on its head, and now we cherish our veterans and the takeaway.
For some Vietnam War veterans, it took decades before they heard the words, "Thank you for your service."
Thank you for your service.
It's why Supersticioso spent his mornings and evenings walking the wall, remembering his 21 years in the Air Force.
Just looking back at me, just reflect how lucky I was to get out of there alive.
And honoring the veterans who made the ultimate sacrifice.
It meant a lot to me.
In American Canyon, Rob Nesbitt, KRON 4 News.
It's amazing.
And KRON